or misled. So, actually, I'm going to go through it real quick because I think it probably benefits everybody. Okay, so the first question was basically, it talks about all four positions. Four positions we're talking about is employment specialist, job specialist, advisor, and the sailmaker specialist. The first one was asking about the base pay and the hours for each. Okay, so it's 42 and a half hours. Okay, is our general work week. It's typically, there's a 2.5 hour for check-in, check-out meeting. If something comes up, we just kind of have a little bit of a flex schedule because the state of Florida classifies this as an hourly position. So because of that, we have to be careful with overtime laws. So it's worked in as if it's a 42 and a half hour work week, and your overtime everything makes it $600 per week. The only difference is that advising, and actually the base, if you had it half right, is 600 to 800, depending on every 6 months you have an evaluation, and then your base can go from 600 to 800 as an advisor. So it was 6 to 8 hours. So you guys, I think, had 800, which was close enough. The other next four questions ask if you're in the top 25%. So if you're at the 25 percentile in one of those positions, what would your expected income be, including bonuses and commissions? The specialist positions all have commission, or commission versus base. The advising does not have a commission, but it has a semi-annual bonus. The job specialist is 50 to 55. Employment specialist is 60 to 65. Sailmaker is 82 to 88, and as an advisor, it would be 46.8. Okay. And the reason that one's exact is we know exactly what the bonus is and what the exact base would be. Is a 4-day work week available for employment? Employment specialist and sailmaker specialist is no. For a job specialist and an education advisor, it is yes. Okay, now you guys said nobody answered which question?
Oh, no.
Why? Okay. So, can anybody here answer why?
It's 2014. Should be able to work from home. Work extra hours.
No. That's not the question. The question was, could you do a 4-day work week?
Oh, I misread that. I'm just gonna sit here.
Ryan, you're so funny.
From home. The 4-day work week is gonna be nice.
The 4-day work week is, there are some positions that are, if there's only a day position, so if you're working 9 to 5, or 8:30 to 5, or 9 to 6, 8:30 to 5:30, or 8 to 5, you're gonna be working Monday through Friday. If you are, because we do have some night shifts available, if you are working at night, then we offer you a 4-day work week. So you can work like an 11 to 10 shift, but only work 4 days a week. That way it's kind of like a plus to working the evening shift. The reason that we don't have employment specialists or sailmaker specialists working evening shifts is we have an office in Dominican Republic which does sailmaker, and they work the night shift for those calls. So that was the 4-day work week answer. The next answer asked if telecommuting was an option. And for all of the specialist positions, it was a yes. For the advisor position, it's a no. And the reason that that's a no is because the advisors are the ones that actually work with the schools. And there's kind of a stigma to the work from home with the schools, so we kind of promote that our advisors all work in-house. The sailmaker, what makes it unique is you're actually not speaking to people, you're using a recorded voice. Who interviewed Will? Will?
They gave me a really hard time too. Those guys, they were the toughest ever.
Will is actually the voice of Sailmaker. So he is, the recordings are all in Will's voice, so we call them sometimes Will calls.
That'd be sweaty.
Probably not.
To test the technology, we figured if we could get the worst salesperson in the voice, they might work. Okay, the job, the way the job specialist position is unique, you're actually talking to people who are already registered, so it's more of a, let's see how you're doing, let's see how, how many jobs you've got and so forth. So it's not people who are calling in who've never heard about it before, it's more people who've already been registered, where everybody else is talking to people that are calling in for the first time. And an advisor only takes transfer calls. So as an advisor, you're not taking calls when they call in, you're taking calls that are being transferred to you by one of the other three positions. The 4 positions do offer an admin bonus. The admin bonus is, you have to do 3 things. You have to be punctual, which means includes lunches, breaks, coming back from breaks, everything. Everything that you're supposed to be doing, as far as being on time. If you go to lunch, come back on time. Go to a break, come back on time. You come into work every day on time. It sounds really simple, and it is for 90% of the people. There's 10% that have some challenges with it. Time is a really, really big issue because we are all inbound. So when somebody calls in, we're expecting a certain number of people to be here. When you're an advisor, if somebody's transferring a call to you, you're not there. They're sitting there with somebody holding, which I think actually the boot camp had a extraordinary experience of exactly how important that is this week. The second thing is just meeting talk time requirements. So basically, instead of putting it on pause and not taking calls, be on the calls when you're supposed to be. And the third one is having no QA violations, which means you're not misrepresenting anybody. You're not saying anything that's not true. So those 3 things are what's required to earn it. And I think that was it. Okay. So you guys got the vast majority of it, correct? Okay, why do you think we did this?
To see how we would all work as a team, individually and together.
Nah.
No? To figure out how to ask the question to get the correct answer. So that's
Well,
yes or no.
One of it was to, part of what you're going to be doing is you're going to be investigators, talking to people, and finding out what's going on and what, drawing out information from them, which sometimes people, when they're calling in, if they're having a hard time, if they're going through a hard time, it's like getting that information. You learn how to kind of be a detective. The main reason, though, is we find that a lot of times if somebody sits and tries to explain the difference between 4 positions that have a lot of similarities, most people just kind of sit in a classroom, they're looking at a screen and the information is just buzzing by them and they're not really absorbing it. When you really have to work to get the information and you really kind of figure out what the difference is and so forth, you actually tend to retain it a lot better and tend to really have a stronger understanding of it. So we felt that would be a way to, that it would be kind of a fun way. And it was different, you also had a chance to meet a lot of people. And if you end up coming here and working here, then it's I'm sure you've already got something in common or grudges against people or something that they have grudges. And it kind of fits into some of the things that we do. The other reason is this is kind of, one of the things that makes South Rock a special place to work, and it's probably, for me to say it, is a little bit self-serving, but it's something that I hear constantly from people that work here, is everybody's able to come together and put something together. You guys had the graduating class, which they had no idea they were doing this yesterday. Or wait, was it 2 days ago I told you guys, and I gave you like 5 minutes of information. Okay, and then they showed up this morning having no idea what they were doing, and yet they jumped in, did a great job, when, just kind of, took to the role, went with it, had fun with it. A lot of the people that you have, that are back there in handcuffs, had no, you guys have never participated in this before, right? Okay, so, it's something that we just kind of, it's not unusual to do here. Okay, we work hard, we play hard, and everybody kind of, if there's something going on, we just jump in and do it, and that's something that you'll see in just a lot of things that we do. We are able to put things together very quickly, and we do it because everybody gets involved, gets engaged, and participates. So it's something that we felt was the best way to really demonstrate what it's like to work. Do you guys have any questions? Okay, what I would like to do is media. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Catherine?